listening to Criminalist Behavior Podcast. As you can tell, today we're on episode 12, and we're going to be talking about the disappearance of a 5-year-old little boy who just up and vanished from his Louisiana front yard. If this is your first time listening, hi, my name is Sarah Soudier, and I'm your host for Criminalist Behavior Podcast. I want to thank you for listening to the show, and I hope you enjoy it. So, trigger warning, this episode may contain content of a graphic nature, including descriptions of physical violence against adults and children. Listener discretion is advised. So, I'm going to just jump right on in. So, it was April 5th, 2018, and a woman by the name of Shelia Phillips called the police station in Claiborne Parish, Louisiana, and she reported her 4-year-old son, Rondres, missing. So, Rondres, who also goes by the nickname Junior, had been playing in the front yard whenever he just seemed to vanish. Shelia Phillips, the boy's mother, said her son was playing outside at about 11:30 a.m. on April 5th, 2018, while her boyfriend, Gilbert, was working on his truck nearby. They were at Gilbert's grandma's house, and he was working on his truck. They were all at the home, and they were partaking in what should have been and seemed like it was an ordinary spring morning. But this is where it all came tumbling down. Her world, Sheila's world, shattered once she started calling for her son, Rondres, and he did not respond. At first, his mom thought that he had gone to a relative's house nearby, but when he couldn't be located there or anywhere else, this is when she decided to contact authorities. Now, the description of Rondres was he was last seen wearing blue jeans, a white shirt, and yellow rubber boots. And this is whenever the search began for Rondres. A massive search effort went into effect. Local law enforcement combed the area on foot, in trucks, and in helicopters. They even drained a local pond, and nothing prevailed. They didn't find any evidence of little Rondres around or anything to that nature. Law enforcement sprang into action, but the boy remained missing. There was a very quick and overwhelming response, said Detective J. Perry. And he also stated, open quotations, there were a lot of volunteers, neighbors, friends, family, fire district personnel. They used aircraft tracking dogs from the prison, and they did all kind of things in quick response. They interviewed a lot of people, followed up on a lot of leads, but bottom line, during this investigation, there was nothing definitive learned about what happened to the little boy. There was rumors that the community suggested that Gilbert, the mom's boyfriend and stepfather, might have had something to do with whatever happened to Rondres. Gilbert obviously denies any such notions taking place, and he had nothing to do with it. He told a reporter that, open quotations, I can't sleep. This is bothering me. I took 2 people here on my grandma's property, and somebody came out here and took one of them off my grandma's property. Close quotations. And Nicholas claimed he took a voluntary lie detector test and passed it. But we all know that doesn't hold up as evidence in court, the circumstantial. But, I mean, the fact that he did willingly and volunteered to take that, I mean, yes, we know in some cases that even the people who are responsible pass it, but police have not commented on this information. So the former boyfriend was a potential suspect, and he wanted to set the record straight about what happened the day that Junior, aka Rondrez Phillips, went missing. He said this after 7 months have passed and they never found any more information on what may have happened. He just vanished into thin air. He stated that he was having problems with his truck on the day that Rondrez went missing. And he stated he went home and told Shelia and left and went to Homer to try to check on his brother. Nicholas stated, we was calling her and she never answered her phone. So my Aunt Joanne was at the doctor, so I drove all the way to the doctor where my Aunt Joanne was supposed to be, and she wasn't there. Because this is at the point that they were looking for little Junior. And this is when the Aunt Joanne stated that Shelia called and she stated that Junior wasn't with her. So, you know, that close family member that they thought that Junior might have been at was Aunt Joanne's house, and Junior wasn't there. That's whenever Gilbert says he went home and began looking for Rondrez, and he then eventually called 911. So, the beginning of the story, they stated that Nicholas was in the front yard of his grandma's property with little Junior playing outside, fixing his truck. But then it comes to he left to go check on his brother and then got a phone call that Junior went missing, and checked at the aunt's house and Junior wasn't there. Something sounds sus, y'all. Suspicious as heck. So, according to Nicholas, open quotations, he stated, the first day this happened, it was a whole lot of just standing in the yard talking shoo-shooing about nobody doesn't know what's going on. Yeah. He also believed authorities didn't do enough that day. He stated, open quotations, I didn't not one time see no boat go in no water. I did not see nobody go up under the water and look for none of this, close quotations. Now, authorities did eventually drain the ponds in the area, and they came up with nothing. They also had volunteers spend weeks searching for little Junior, and the following month, after Junior went missing, both Nicholas Gilbert and Shelia got arrested on an unrelated charge. So, now we're going to talk about Nicholas Gilbert. He said, open quotations, when I first got arrested, I was like shocked because I was like, man, what's going on? Close quotations. So Nicholas Gilbert ended up posting bond whenever he got arrested, and he says that he is hurt that people actually close to him believe that he killed little Junior, especially when he says he took a lie detector test and passed. But like we said, that doesn't always hold up in court. So, and he also stated, I really thought it was love until I seen or heard or read so much disrespectful stuff. So Nicholas Gilbert was like, I thought I was in love with Shelia, and now there's rumors going around that I had something to do with this disappearance of little Junior, or I may have possibly killed him, and nobody's backing me up. He was like, open quotations, how could you even say it? I'd do something like this. Man, I got nieces and nephews. They be all on Facebook. They watch the news. They come and hear this and start asking me dumb questions. Close quotations. Nicholas Gilbert ended up going to Shreveport, and he is now homeless. And he stated that him and Shelia have separated since this all happened, which if she wasn't backing him up and she had reason to believe that he had something to do with Junior's disappearance, then hell, I mean, I could see why they split. There's no trust in there. I mean, on both scenarios. Her with him with her. Nicholas stated that he can't sleep, that it's bothering him, that something's up with Junior and why he's missing, and he just disappeared. He said it's bothering him so bad because he took 2 people out there on his grandma's property, and like he said before, one of them went missing. He believes someone took little Junior, and he thinks that the child is still alive. He's hoping that they'll come forward or just bring him back. He stated, "I want to know so I can go on with my life. I'm about to go crazy. I'm about to go crazy." Close quotations. So, Nicholas is urging authorities to do more and continue to search for little Junior so that one day he can finally come home. Or at least they can know what happened. He stated that he really wanted to find Junior because he didn't deserve that. Whatever decision somebody made, little Junior didn't deserve that. And we all know that. He's 4 years old. No. No child deserves that. Neighbors still can't believe that little Junior has been missing so long. 2 neighbors who live next door said that the mother doesn't live there anymore and since then moved out of the area. They also said that small search teams from across the parish still look for little Junior, but the last search team ended in September 2018. Authorities investigating the disappearance of little Junior found nothing when they drained the ponds. It was one of the same ponds about a mile south of where Junior's house was that drivers searched on that April 8th. And Sheriff Ken Bailey with Claiborne Sheriff's Office said that he does not know yet whether they will try to drain other ponds in the area. Authorities have since questioned a number of people. This includes the mother and the stepfather, and they searched woods and ponds near the residence, and they also had multiple agencies assist them in the search. So authorities urge anyone information about the child to call 911 or call the Claiborne's Parish Sheriff's Office at 318-927-2011 or 800-810-2011. They also can contact Sergeant Stacy Pearson of the Louisiana Clearinghouse for Missing and Exploded Children by calling 337-962-2605, or they can also send an email to Stacy, that's STACEY, Pearson, PEARSON @LA.gov. So, as of today, Shelia Phillips is still listed as a kidnapping or missing person on the FBI's website. The New Orleans office had a spokesman state that they have not received any updates about the case in quite some time. The Claiborne Parish Sheriff's Office has not received any new updates, but both departments remain that they still will investigate and follow up on any information or leads that they receive. They stated that a lot of people have called in with information, but unfortunately, a lot of that has not been able to be corroborated. The investigation remains very active, and they executed at least 3 search warrants less than a few months ago, and they were following up on leads and information that they received concerning the case, but yet nothing affirmative. They stated that there are potential suspects, but none of them have been charged. He says, who was the last near the boy? What happened? But again, we don't really have a suspect because we really don't know what has happened. So, Sheriff Perry stated that we're committed on working on this until we find him. He deserves that. He is not forgotten. FBI spokesperson Alicia stated that someone somewhere knows something about his disappearance. They need to come forward. The mother and stepfather were charged, like I said previously. They were charged a month after little Junior went missing, and unrelated charges. So now, 40-year-old Shelia Phillips, which is Lil Junior's mom, was arrested, and she was in Claiborne Parish Jail. They arrested her on a charge of possession of methamphetamine. Her bond was set at $50,000. So, a month later, she was arrested for being on meth. So, did she just start doing meth because she couldn't take it that her 4-year-old went missing? Was she doing meth at the time that this happened? Were they both on drugs at the time this happened? And this is why little Junior just could have just exited the yard and somebody could have snatched him, or something else worse could have happened. Regardless, like, something bad happened. Somebody wasn't being attentive. It's a 4-year-old. He needs to be watched. He needs to be watched. And one story says that Nicholas was fixing his truck in their front yard where little Junior was playing. And another story says that he went out looking for his brother to have a conversation, whatever, and heard that Junior went missing. So whatever the story is, if Nicholas was not there, that means little Junior was outside by himself, 4 years old, playing in the front yard, whereas mom was inside, possibly doing meth. What? And this is at the grandma's house. Where's the grandma? Like, there's so many what is questions. What could have happened? Like, I think there's more to this story that we just don't have all the information in, because nobody's actually going to tell the truth. 3 sides to every story, right? His, hers, and the truth, right? I just can't. Meantime, 39-year-old Nicholas DeMarcus Gilbert, he was arrested on outstanding theft warrant, and he ended up being free on bond. Homer police arrested him for stealing scrap metal, and they recently searched for the missing 4-year-old little Junior Phillips, and Joanne Cole, which was the aunt that they thought that the child went to, which was next door to the grandma's house, she ended up making a makeshift memorial they made outside where little Junior left all his toys. Joanne stated, "I just want to see the baby. Is he alright or what? Somebody has to know where the baby is at. If he was missing around here, somebody would have been saw something." That's what she stated, close quotations. So, the story soon became complicated for the Junior's family once the mother and the stepfather got arrested, and then the story's changing, obviously. So, she originally pled not guilty to her drug charges and was out of jail for 1 year, which was the 1-year anniversary of Lil Junior's disappearance. So, Sheila stated, open quotations, "I want to let him know that I have not gave up on him, that I miss him, I love him, and she just wants to find him," close quotations. They ended up having a balloon release, and I'm not sure if that happens everywhere all over the country and other countries, but at least here in Louisiana, it's very popular, balloon release, whenever someone passes away, and it's just something that they do, and especially with children, it's something that they really do, to have a balloon release when somebody passes away. I don't understand the concept behind it. I think it's pretty dangerous, but I think it's meant for a good cause, obviously, and especially with children. You know, children love balloons. This obviously took a big toll on his family. And Junior's sister, because he had a sister, her name was Shaquantal, and she was barely eating or sleeping. So they all want to ask people to come forward with any information, even if they don't think that it's viable information. Something is better than nothing. People in the community continue to hold hope for this case and that it will be solved. He will not be forgotten. Somebody somewhere will give some information whenever it is, and the community still hopes that Junior will be found. A total of $10,000 to $5,000 from a Claiborne businessman came up, and a $5,000 reward also from the FBI is being offered with information leading to the child. So the FBI offered $5,000, and a Claiborne businessman is offering anywhere for another $5,000 up to $10,000. So that could be up to $10,000 to $15,000 if you have information on little DeAndres Phillips, aka Junior. Y'all, this is hard. A freaking 4-year-old that's now 5. Like, no. Billboards have been put up throughout the region with DeAndre's face in there. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children created and released an age progression photo back in 2021. I'm going to link all this information in the show notes so you can see. Like I said, the investigation remains very active, and they are potential suspects, but no one's charged in relation to this case. They are committed. Everyone is committed, including myself, working on this until he is found or they know any information what could have happened to him. Authorities urge anyone with information about little Junior to call in, give that information. Missing persons bulletin at the time Junior went missing. His weight was 45 pounds. He was 3 feet tall. He was black, hair black, eyes brown. His birthday was November 21st, 2013. And at this time they issued this was he ended up being 5. He's been missing since April 5th, 2018. We're in 2024. 6 years. And there's still nothing on this case. He goes by Rondrez Cortez Phillips, Rondrez Cortez Jr. Phillips, or just Junior. He was last seen wearing his jeans, a white shirt, and yellow rubber boots. That's going to be the cutest little outfit. If you know anything about this case, please contact the tip hotline at 1-833-3-PURSUE, or you could call 911 with any information. Call the Claiborne Parish Sheriff's Office. Again, that number is 318-927-2011 or 800-810-2011. Also, you can contact Sergeant Stacy Pearson at the Louisiana Clearinghouse for Missing and Exploited Children by calling 337-962-2605. Again, she has that email at stacy.pearson@la.gov. Or you can even contact the FBI with information. Their phone number is 504-816-3000. There is still a $10,000 reward with any information in regards to Lil Junior's disappearance. There's also a tip online that you can. There's an online website that you could contact. You could just go to missing persons and then you could follow the directions there and submit a tip. For more on this case, you can watch an episode In Pursuit with John Walsh. It's called Savage Soldiers, and that's located on Investigative Discovery, or you could get it on ID Go. Y'all, any information, something is better than nothing. This is, he was 5 when this happened. We're in 2024, 6 years. He's about 11 years old now, if he is still alive and out there, which I pray he is. Because no child deserves to die or be subdued to such any horrific conditions. I really, 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 really hope that he is found alive, well, and that this is just a freak accident. But whoever has information, please, 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 please give this information. If you enjoyed our show, please rate, review, comment on our website or any of your favorite podcast apps. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, follow. We're on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Wondery, Google, wherever you get your podcasts. This case is a rough one. Any child case. Children, I love children to death. I had, 3 foster kids, and look, I try to help out any way I can. I cannot see a child be harmed. I can't. I have such a big heart when it comes down to children. I had 2 children of my own, but oh my God, if you don't want your child, please don't endanger them. There's so many resources out there. Just know that you have choices. Please don't harm no children. I mean, no one, but I mean, children didn't ask to come into this world either. They don't deserve it. Please come back next week. I'm gonna have another crazy episode. Oh my God, I don't even know why I have another child episode so close, but y'all, this happened in Houma, Louisiana, where a mother threw her 1-year-old son off of a bridge. A mother threw her 1-year-old son off of a bridge. In Louisiana, we got a lot of water, swamp, nasty marsh, blah, blah, blah. This woman threw her son, 1-year-old, off of a bridge. Can y'all fathom that? So please come back next week and tune into that show. Until then, I'm your host, Sarah Soudier, and this is Criminalist Behavior Podcast, a Louisiana true crime podcast. Again, y'all, visit the website, comment, any comments on this case, any information you want to give. If you're scared to give any of your information, then go ahead and just be anonymous. Also, if you want a shout out on the episode, you want to join our episode as a guest speaker, or any ideas on cases you want me to cover or go over, or any of that information, any crazy crime scene or crime events that may happen. Apparently there's a crime con, and there's supposed to be another event coming out of New Orleans, and like I said, next month, April, they got this murder mystery thing that I'm participating in it's 1920s roaring. It's gonna be super cute. But yeah, hit me up, like, share, follow, subscribe, go to our podcast. There are different subscriptions, and you get different things according to. I'm also going to try to get some merch out, and I might end up trying to record another episode this week, since my last few days have been hectic. But yeah, tune in, and I can't wait to hear from y'all, and thank y'all, and I hope y'all have a great night. Until next time, bye.